Antifa is finally being dismantled in Portland. After nearly 150 days of occupying and camping out on the street outside the ICE facility, police are finally stepping in and tearing down their encampment. And guess why Portland police have finally responded? Because MAGA is here. Trump has been given the green light to send in the National Guard, and there's a whole host of MAGA patriots already there in Portland waiting to greet them as liberators. The Ninth Circuit Court, what is traditionally considered the most liberal court in America, well, nevertheless, over the last 2 weeks, they've shocked their judicial colleagues by actually siding with the Trump administration not once, but twice in overturning a rogue activist judge's restraining order preventing Trump from sending in the National Guard. Most legal analysts recognize it's just a matter of time. This is a go. And that's because of a near 200-year-old ruling called Martin versus Mott. This goes back to 1827 when the Supreme Court ruled that when the president calls out the militia, what we now call today the National Guard, that decision is, quote, conclusive upon all persons, meaning the president, as the commander-in-chief of our nation's armed forces, the president alone has jurisdiction over how those forces are or are not to be used. And here's the key. That jurisdiction is absolute. No exceptions, no judicial review, no state veto power. The court was crystal clear. The president's authority to decide whether an emergency exists belongs exclusively to the president. His decision cannot be questioned by anyone, not governors, not mayors, and certainly not activist federal judges. And the Supreme Court has already signaled that when it comes time for them to rule on this restraining order, they're going to come squarely down on the side of Trump's executive authority to deploy the National Guard where and how he sees fit. No judge in the nation, not one, has the authority to circumvent that. We just saw a ruling by an appellate court in line with this. We talked yesterday about the case surrounding Border Patrol Chief Gregory Bavino. He's in charge of the Trump administration's very aggressive and very successful deportation campaign in the city of Chicago known as Operation Midway Blitz. Chief Bavino has been routinely harassed by this ultra-woke Illinois judge who's actually ordered Bavino to come to her courthouse every single evening at 6 p.m. so this activist judge can scrutinize the actions he and his federal agents under his command took throughout the day to see if anything went against her restraining order. It was literally taking the whole concept of a nanny state to a whole new absurd level. And of course, he said, I take my commands from one person, and that is the commander-in-chief. I'm a federal agent. I don't work for you.